Simple, cheers. You know what I'm saying? Blain Simple's out. How long we've been working on that for?
Too long.
Like 2.5 years or so. This shit's finally out. So cheers to that for sure. It's getting late. sKrew's gotta go to bed, so we gotta get out the crib. You know what I mean?
He's eating his protein bar over there. Giving us the stare. You know what it is.
He's got the munchies. You know what I'm saying? But we had a couple questions that a lot of people wanted answered, so I figured we would just put out a little promo video answering some questions. So here we go.
A lot of different people. It'd, like, mostly be friends and family and artists that we admire, I'd say. At least for me.
I mean, people that we listen to that we kind of hold ourselves as comparisons to where the bar is at in the game right now. I mean, seeing Tech Nine, everybody on Funk Volume, and Strange Music as a whole. People that are really saying things in their songs, making it personal.
Right, that treat this like as a true artistry rather than just like some way to get some money.
Yep. First thing that comes to my mind is just a bunch of different sound type of songs. I mean, our instrumental selection is probably more versatile than most albums in hip hop right now. I mean,
yeah, like our biggest concern is like someone listening to it and be like, what? And then listening to the next track and be like, oh, this is hot. And then listening to the next track and then be like, what?
You don't really.
There's a lot of different styles.
You don't really ever get the feeling of like that song before this sounded like this song.
But it's still one cohesive project, and you still get that feeling. Like, it's still connected, and it makes sense if you're one of those types to, like, listen through it end to end.
Which you should. Because it's sweet.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we got some funk, we got some R&B, we got some turn up, we got some real thoughtful shit.
Classic rock.
We got a little bit of everything, man. That's
like,
all.
the intro is practically like an acapella.
You know, beats.
The EDM.
Some funny ass skits on it. I mean, it's got everything, really. Y'all should check it out. Drugs.
More drugs.
I'm just kidding.
We're prepared whenever. We're ready to do this. We could wake up and record if we have material ready to go.
Well, when I record him, we gotta make sure that he does it about 100 times before we get in there, because I'll be there all fucking night re-recording. But no matter what, we make sure the shit is complete. We don't really start recording anything until the whole song is done. That way we get the whole fucking envelope enveloped, and that way we can just keep going with it. But he knows what I'm talking about.
No, I do.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll be like, run that back. And he'll be like, no, that sounds like shit.
Times 10. And
I'm like,
finally get a good
alright,
take.
we'll do it again.
It's so true.
The end product is what it is. And y'all get to hear it, and
that's what
it works for us.
Hard work.
It took longer than it should have, but at the same time, it took as long as that should have. And I know that don't make no sense, but...
Well, honestly, when Mixtape Therapy came out in 2013, right when that came out, we had the idea to do Blain Simple. We was already working on a couple songs for Blain Simple in 2013, so I mean, it took almost 2 years to get it completely written and recorded and mastered, but we also did a super legit release, so I mean, everything is copyrighted. We did some legit art design, legit production. Everything is tracked. Nielsen SoundScan now. We got barcodes. We got copyrights, just like anybody else. So it took a long time, but I think it's gonna be worth it in the end. I think it's gonna be something that just continues to grow and grow.
And we're gonna change that somewhat. I mean, we're gonna make sure that what you want to hear, you're gonna be able to hear. We're gonna still have this coming, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you can't just rush things and be like, all right, I need a project to put out. Like,
That's true.
we're gonna take our time and make sure this is the project that we want to put
Quality over quantity, always, even if it takes 5 fucking years.
But in the meantime, if that ever happens again, we'll be able to produce and come out with shit to keep you satisfied until the project is there for you to listen to and enjoy. Which it is ready to enjoy.
Blain Simple out now. Get it on Amazon, iTunes, Rhapsody, Spotify. Or
CD Baby, all that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Get it from me personally. Hit me up if you know me. If you don't, fuck you. Anyways, next question. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, the game's got me fucked up on this pay-to-play shit. Because honestly, I have been victim of this, and honestly, I don't think it's right that we have to pay to work. We create something, we put some hard work and effort and money into something, and we shouldn't have to pay money to bring that to everybody else. That's kind of ass backwards, in my opinion. So, I'm really trying to put the money and the business in the forefront of my mind with this shit now. I know we can put on a show. We have many times. A lot of people that follow us on YouTube know that. So I'm not really trying to fuck with that type of shit anymore. That's just a fucking trap for a lot of underground cats. So I would say the business has to be right. It's got to be a good business plan. Sound is a big thing. We don't have a dedicated sound guy yet, so I feel like if you don't know what the fuck you're doing on some boards, if you don't know what you're doing with the equipment, if the venue just sucks, that's not somewhere we're trying to play. We've came a long way since house parties and garage shows, which we've done. We ain't really about that anymore. We're trying to step it up. So I would say
we want to bring a performance to someone where if you're drunk or you're sober, it sounds good. It's entertaining to watch.
No matter what, all around.
Blah.
Yeah. So this has got to be right. I mean, it's got to be a legit venue, and I mean, there's got to be the potential for further exposure. I mean, which is pretty much anywhere. But as long as we've got the first two in check, the third one usually takes care of itself. So if we got the business and we got a proper venue, the exposure is usually there. I mean, people come to venues like that. People don't fuck with the garage shows and shit like that. So I mean,
but whether it's a garage show or a fucking stadium, it's still gonna be the same content. It's just gonna fucking rock the house.
So fucking
people are still gonna love it.
Do it. But I'm trying to step it up. I'm trying to step it up.
Exactly. That's the moral of the story.
A little bit of the juice, a little bit of the herb,
that. A lot of wavy shit.
Yeah.
We be getting wavy.
We're wavy. Yeah, so we usually get the juices flowing with that. Just bounce ideas off of each other. I mean, he'll write a couple lines, I'll write a couple lines.
Do a little brainstorm.
I finish rhyme schemes for him, he finishes rhyme schemes for me.
It's the Blain Simple writing team. See? We do that shit all day. All day.
Bars. Yeah, I've actually been thinking about incorporating my live drum set to my shows. Maybe possibly recording when I get a bigger setup. But for a while now, we've talked about setting up the drum set and doing some kind of back and forth between him on the mic, me on the drum set, and
Have him do some writing too.
yep,
Be a little more simpler than his chopper stuff, but he'd still be able to do it, I think.
we're looking for ways to elevate it in all facets of the game. So
Make it more entertaining.
eventually we'll get there. That's an exclusive. You heard it here first.
Jit.
It's a sad fucking story. I wanted this song on the album so bad, but I just could not get the samples cleared, and I didn't want to end up like Wayne and a bazillion other artists who sample beats, don't get the rights, and later get sued. I didn't really want my first album to have that type of issue going forward, so I'm only able to keep it on the EP and for free online, so feel free to download it if you don't have it. Check out the video, Bobby Blain Music, YouTube. So yeah, it's sad. I wish I could have had that on the album. It totally would have been on it if I could have cleared. Oh man, everybody everybody who's really been around since day one. Always been pushing us to do more, to try this, to try that. Everybody who's gave me the inspiration. sKrew wants a name call. I can see his hand going up.
No, I was waving.
Oh, okay, never mind. He was stabilizing the camera.
Shout out to sKrew because you've been there for a while.
Yep, all our day ones, everybody that's given us inspiration for this album. I want to thank sKrew for helping me so much, even though it's my solo album. I feel like this album is just as much his as it is mine. I want to thank God for giving me the skills and the abilities that I've been able to use, and I hope we just continue to get better and better and better.
All that.
Fly.
I see it. Feel it.
We broke up, and I'm about to throw him in the river. That's the whole reason we're on the boat.
I hate him. I wanted him to kill me, so I didn't have to live with being around him anymore. Nah.
No. Blain Simple still alive, man. We still perform stuff together. We're working finally on our next, about to start working on our next project, which is going to contain a bunch of different sampled stuff. I'm not really going to go into that yet, so it's early.
Free little mixtape.
But it's going to be something free in between Blain Simple and the next actual legit release. So definitely look out for more Blain Simple in the very, very near future. Possibly some inscrutable solo stuff. I've thought about it. He's thought about it. It's not together yet, but that's also an exclusive. You heard it here first.
Oh yeah. Oh boy.
Oh boy. All right.
That is.
All right, so that's been our little interview. Hopefully we've answered everybody's questions informatively. Hope you enjoyed the view. Caesar's Palace in the background. You got the Miss Princess right there. You know what I'm saying? And
Some beautiful water. Beautiful day.
if you haven't copped Blain Simple yet, cop it now. It's on Amazon, iTunes, Spotify, all that shit. YouTube, Bobby Blain Music. Check out the website.
Legit hard copy, a CD. Nobody does that anymore, but we still do that.
We still
We
got
old
it.
school. Fuck it.
We old school. We're getting old. I also got t-shirts, hoodies, tank tops. Check the Bandcamp, bobbyblain.bandcamp.com. And
Stay tuned.
yeah, thanks for the support. I got a mohawk now.
I ain't living till it's gone. Put your hands down. Smoking my weed till it's cashed out. Now I'm pouring my drink till I passed out. Now I'm spending my money till I'm maxed out. You already know, so put your hands down. I ain't living till I'm feeling deep fried like a hash brown. And all the brothers gone like weed, self-esteem and black crown. Need a bitch who wants a D, looking for some ass now. Give me whack a mo, heck go up, hit it back down. So it's all for the night. I don't give a fuck about the wrong and the right. You can